Hey guys, welcome back to Farm Wife Life. It has been a couple months since I've done an Azure Standard order. If you've seen my videos, I think I mention it every time. I'm in North Dakota. It is March. I generally don't like to do Azure Standard in the middle of the winter. That is just because I'm lazy and I hate the winter. And because if you know anything about Azure Standard, the food truck comes, generally in my location, it's just a parking lot. So we all meet at a parking lot, food truck shows up, and we pick our order up. When it's negative 20 degrees outside, I don't really like to do it. So I try to stock up in the fall before it gets cold. Now that spring's here, it warmed up again, I'm back to doing my Azure Standard orders. I will leave a link down below to the last video, or my last haul of Azure Standard. Like I said, that was in the fall. So going forward, here is my March 2022 Azure Standard haul. I'm gonna start out with the big items here so I can just get them out of the way, make a little bit more room. So to start out with, I got hard red wheat in a 25-pound bag here. I did try to get the white wheat, but it was all sold out. I'm surprised how fast this is going. I think this is just the world today and everyone's kind of realizing there might be food shortages coming. If not, we know that prices are for sure going up. When I looked like a week before I placed my order, there was hundreds of bags available of the white wheat to order. 2 days before I go to place my order, they were all sold out. So I don't know if there was just one person made a really large purchase or one organization together did it. That's why I have the red wheat. I'm gonna store it. I ordered buckets, as you can see here as well, with the gamma lids. This is to help store my wheat. I believe I have flour in here as well, but I need to start getting into grinding my own wheat berries. That's one thing I need to start doing. I do have a smaller bag of wheat that I got from Azure before, and of course I got busy and I have not yet practiced it. So coming up this spring, summer, I need to start doing that. So here we go, buckets, my 25-pound bag of wheat, and let's split at the rest. Okay, so another thing, if you saw my other video, you know that I love to make stir fries, especially in the summer. When you have all your fresh garden produce, I love just using them all up in stir fries. So I got a whole case of the millet and brown rice ramen. I really love these noodles. I am gluten sensitive, so these are gluten free and I just love them for a stir fry. So to go along with the stir fries, the next thing I ordered was 2 different cases of the baby corn. There's 6 cans in this case. It is organic baby corn. Fun fact, when I saw this, these were, I should have looked up the price, I'll leave it down below, but they were $2 something a can. And I know when I get them at my local grocery store, they're like $3.60 a can. It's ridiculous. So when I saw that these were so much cheaper than my local store, I got 2 different cases of them. And then to add with my haul, I do like their wild rice, and I got 5 pounds here of that. And every time I order from Azure, you're gonna see me getting a lot of rice and beans because when I do my orders, why not add to your long-term food storage? So I always like to add 5 pounds of each, just keep it going. I do cook from them somewhat, so it's not like they're gonna go bad. So do your food storage, everyone. So I have 5 pounds of small red beans, and then I got another 5-pound bag of white rice. I feel like these are really large bags. I feel like they're normally not this large like that. But anyway, and then to go along with the summer trend coming, I just got a small 1-pound bag of raw sunflower seeds. This is just, I like to throw them on my salads, and the garden will be coming here shortly. Stay tuned to see a bunch of garden videos coming up this summer. And then I added a pound of baking soda just to have on hand. Mine's getting lower. I did try to get baking powder because they do have aluminum-free baking powder. Fortunately, they were all sold out. So next time, hopefully I can get some. Always comes with a sales flyer. And here is, like I mentioned before, I like to buy their flour. This one is a 10-pound bag. The reason why I like to get it, I mean, yes, it's organic. That's not normally my top priority when I eat, but it's unbleached, and that's what I like to look for in my flour, and I don't know if I can even find that in my local grocery store. I live in a small town, so options are limited. Another thing to add to my pantry is paprika seasoning. This is 4 ounces. I'll leave a description of what I paid for all these down below in the video, but paprika is not something I can grow as an herb, so I like to stock up on it. I do plan to make my herb garden so much bigger because I ran out of a lot of my herbs that I dried this last year, and we need to fix that to make it to go all through my winter because, like I said, I'm in North Dakota. My winters are pretty long. Another thing I really love, and you guys should really try this out in your house, is the onion soup mix. If you guys ever use the Lipton onion, this is so similar to it. I really, really like it and really recommend it. Just because it's so convenient. It comes in a 1-pound bag. I put it in a quart-sized mason jar, and then I use it for my cooking, and you don't have to deal with the dumb little packets that Lipton onion uses. One last thing in this box is just some minced onion. I do grow a lot of my own onions, and last year we had a big crop of onions in my garden. But these are kind of nice just to have when I'm, let's be real, if I'm being a little lazy and I don't want to run, find an onion and chop it up if I'm making a quick supper, or when I have my girls with, sometimes it's just easier to use these. I did try to dehydrate some of my onions last year, and my dehydrator is pretty old and it just took forever. And if you've ever dehydrated onions, you know you can't do it in the house. So for me to try to do my onions out on my porch, I mean, by day 2 I gave up. So maybe if we get a better dehydrator, it should work faster, but there we go. And then one last item I got. I think I've mentioned this in my orders before as well. I got a little extra beef broth. So I do like to make my own broths, but sometimes if you only need like a half a cup, maybe a cup for a recipe, it's kind of nice to have these shelf-stable ones that you can just whip it up quick, I should say, and that way you don't have to waste a whole jar. There's been plenty of times that I've opened up my own home canned chicken broth or beef broth and I don't need the whole thing. You always have good intentions to put it in the fridge to use it for later, and I just never do. So I like these. Both the chicken and the beef have really great flavor, and I really like these, and my husband likes the flavor of these as well. So we stocked up a little bit. I mean, it wasn't the biggest haul I've ever done, I don't think, but it was a good haul for not, I want to say my last haul, it was October, so it's been quite a few months. So leave me a comment down below. Is there anything you want to try? What do you always get? Give me some ideas of what are your favorites from Azure Standard. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hit the subscribe button to follow along. And like I said, we should have some garden videos coming up here really soon because it's the end of March. I think it's March 23rd-ish. I normally start planting my seeds for the garden vegetables about beginning of April because we have a really short growing season, like I said. So we still have, unfortunately, have some snow on the ground. So we need to wait for it to warm up another week or two, and then we'll have a bunch of gardening videos for you guys. So thanks for watching. See you next time.